Hey, what's up, zoners? Welcome to the Week 14 Beer Time Breakdown. I will be drinking with Jason, talking the news, talking about our starts of the week, going over what we got right, what we got wrong on Thursday night. I even have a secret start of the week, who's probably not so secret anymore after today's injury news. I picked one of them. I'll tell you who I picked because there's two running backs you could choose from. Good luck. If that sounds interesting to you, hold on for 7 seconds. What's up, zoners? This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the lucky bastard Ethan Wolt, coming at you live from the West Coast. This is the Fantasy Red Zone. We are going to be drinking and talking news. We've got our starts of the week. We have what we got right, what we got right, what we got wrong. I got that sentence wrong, Jason. God damn it. For Thursday Night Football.
Dude, I was like, good.
I told people to start a defense, and that defense almost got negative goddamn points, Jason. I was like, Bailey Zappi, what the fuck are you doing out here, man? You're ruining my day. But we also got some stuff right, Jason. Mostly are the stuff that we really believed in. But before we get into all of that, we need all the help we can get, Jason. Please tell the public how they can help this show.
Yeah, if you guys made it this far, if you guys could hit the subscribe, press the like. We like the likes. If you got any questions about streamers, if you had any players that played on Thursday, if you got any starter set questions, let us know in the comments down below. You know what? We're also on the radio. It's 2023, so we're on Spotify at the Fantasy Red Zone.
Jason, did you ever play softball with us? I can't remember.
Dude, don't get me started on that.
Did you get drunk on Sparks like we did?
No, I was the Four Loko.
Oh, Four Locos, Sparks. I think they quit making Four Locos the way they usually do. Halfway through the season, we're like, we can't get drunk like this. We got to get drunk. What is this, man? We need Sparks.
I was always like, man, I don't even care about this, dude. I'm just going to drink some Four Locos and chill. But, like, one time I was rounding freaking second or first, and I was like, dude, I got to get to second base. This is going to be a close call. And I slid in freaking shorts, and I had a huge gash in my knee, and I was dripping blood. The ambulance was almost called. I was like, it was, and I'm like, why did I even do this? Like, in the moment, I was like, but then when it happened, I'm like, dude, I don't even care if we win or lose. I have no idea where I did this. And now I got a bum knee. I'm on the IR for 4 weeks. Couldn't do anything. And I was like, dude, this is too much. I can't be doing this while I'm drinking. Four Locos was nuts, dude. I would black out when I was
out there. Through a wall for my coach. Who is your coach? We didn't even have a fucking coach.
We coached ourselves. We're self-coached.
Run through this goddamn wall. Jason, I dove in softball one time. That was the last. I was in the outfield. I fucking dove, scraped up my knees. I was all wearing shorts. That was the last time I did any of that shit. Yeah. I don't even play softball anymore because they put me in such a. I don't. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it. But I played a lot of baseball. Don't go out and dominate softball if you're a baseball player, man. It's lame. Go wear your fucking sleeve somewhere else, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, moving forward, Jason. Pacheco, News and Brews. Did you see this? I picked up. I made a decision. This is also my secret start of the week because it was a secret like 6 hours ago, Jason. And I picked up on it during the Rich Eisen show. He's like, they started talking all weird. And they're like, sorry, I've been picking up somebody on my fantasy team. Isaiah Pacheco apparently is going to be out with a shoulder injury. And now the longer this day goes, Jason, they're even talking about fucking IR. I have no idea where the story's going.
Oh, wow.
But Isaiah Pacheco, top 10 running back, might be out right before the playoffs. And I think, Jason, I think you and I both know he's got a great playoff schedule, right? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I don't really remember, but apparently he couldn't shoulder the load.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So who's the starter? Oh, my God. Is it French Prince Bel Air guy?
So, okay. There is a website where some kind of shit, it's called Coach Speak. They give a percentage of, can you believe this guy or can you not? Andy Reid has a 60% truth rating on Coach Speak. And he said that CEH, Jason, is going to be the lead back. Guess what happened like weeks 14 to goddamn 17 or 18 or whatever last year, Jason?
Hey, I don't know. Didn't Pacheco do well? Or you're
Jarrett
talking about
McKinnon.
Jarek
Jarrett McKinnon
McKinnon.
caught like 7 touchdowns in those games.
Yeah. So is that what Clyde's going to do?
Guess who I picked up?
You picked him up. Oh, I did see you pick him up, and I was like, loser, throwing the game. But now it all makes sense. Your master plan is all making sense.
I like to master a lot of things, Jason. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh man,
I do want to say though, I
expert
believe in Jarrett
baiter.
McKinnon. Give me Jarrett McKinnon. I think that I am biased, Jason, because I drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I was just looking at my history of like when I thought for myself, Jason, I was like top 3 every year. It was on NFL. I was trying to look how many moves are made on ESPN Fantasy. I want to see like I'm pretty sure I've made the most moves. I'm in first place all year, but still, I'm pretty sure I still have made the most moves all year. And I was trying to find that stat, and I found, where I've been. I was like top 3 every single year. Then I started watching fantasy footballers, and I'd like 8th, 9th, fucking 9th. And I was like, God damn, dude. Like, sometimes fantasy footballers led me astray. Like, what the fuck, dude? I drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire because of my favorite person on fantasy footballers. I don't watch him anymore. And man, I cannot go back to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jason. So I think I'm biased.
You can't go back, but you just picked him up.
No, I got fucking Jarrett McKinnon, Jason.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said you got Clyde. All right, Jarrett McKinnon. All right. 1 reception, 30 yards on a touchdown. Here we go.
That's 9 goddamn points on my squad that you don't have. You don't have that. Fuck you.
That's 10 in PPR points. Even better.
Jason, I watched that McGruber clip I sent you like 10 times before this show.
Yeah.
Did you like my eulogies? Well, there's a lot of heavy uses of the F word. Well, at least the children were gone. They left because of the heavy use of the F word. Well, fuck them.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome. That's so
like,
great.
Dude, let's go. Let's do the show. All right, Jason. I picked up Zay Jones. Then I had to drop Zay Jones because I picked up Clyde Edwards-Helaire. There's a lot of shit going on. Or I didn't pick up Clyde Edwards. I picked up
Dude, you
Jarrett
pick
McKinnon.
up Clyde or Jarrett McKinnon? Oh my gosh.
Hey, Jason, don't try to pay attention to me. Just watch the show.
Just watch the show.
Christian Kirk to IR.
Yep.
Dude, Zay Jones, right? I think Zay Jones, you better pick him up. I think he is like 8 points per game. Plus, if he gets a touchdown, dude, that's like 14 points. I think that's like a 50-50, dude. I think he's like 8 points, 14, 8 points, 14 for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. What position is he usually in? Is he the slot or is Christian Kirk?
No, he's always been the second wide receiver. When he's in, Christian Kirk gets to move to the slot. So that's what he was kind of fucking up Christian Kirk for a while. Because Christian Kirk likes that slot. So now they have both their outside wide receivers. I wonder who's going to work that slot. But Zay Jones got like 8 targets last game.
Oh, it's probably that. What's that dude's name? Like Algie? Nagu? Dude,
you just made me think of that tight end, like Algie. There was a tight end for the Falcons with the last name Algie. I can't remember his goddamn name.
Well, he's third string on there, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, Jason.
Dude, oh my God. Nagu? Egu?
Oh, Agnew.
There you go.
It used to be Chenault. Then they traded Chenault over to Panthers. Now it's Agnew. So yeah, Agnew might get some shit, but I'm expecting the top 2 wide receivers to be Zay Jones and Ridley. Both are worth starting.
Even without Lawrence.
All right, here we go. Next up, Trevor Lawrence, game time decision. He's out here running and shit.
What?
Jason, isn't that crazy? They're like, hey, man. Doug Peterson's like, hey, he's pretty much a game time decision at this point. If he does well at practice, he's a game time decision, and he did well at practice. So, hey, if you're young, remember, you better if you're young out there, you better appreciate your tendons and your knees and shit, because it doesn't work like this when you're 30-something.
Yeah, and go vote.
And go what?
Vote.
Go vote. I was like, go do all your hard drugs now, dude, so you can get out of the way.
Yeah, you gotta get out of the way. Yeah, it's crazy, man. That Trevor Lawrence thing, that's nuts. That happened earlier this year when we were doing the player applause, and I had Trevor Lawrence and he had a bang up knee, and everyone's like, he ain't gonna play. And so I was like, he's so bad if he does play, sit him. And then that dude, he rushed for like 50 yards, got some touchdowns. I'm like, dude, this guy is crazy. They could get an indoor swimming pool at the stadium, but they can't get a cart to carry him off. That's a little
That's what
shout
they said,
out
Jason.
to No Huddle Offense or whatever it is.
Hey, no huddle football news, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
I want to be a guest on your show. Shout out to you, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, but I do want to say that fucking Trevor Lawrence said he didn't want a cart, so get off the fucking Jaguars' back. That Khan guy's like a billionaire, dude.
I don't want
That's
no
the owner
cart.
of the Jaguars. Jason,
Yeah.
you made this call, but I do want to say Ezekiel Elliott scored more last night than Pollard has in any game this season. Do you wish that fucking Zeke was back on the Cowboys?
There's a good chance that Zeke would be like Tony Pollard if he played for the Cowboys.
Only startable in certain matchups?
I mean, if that. I mean, look what happened. He couldn't rush the ball. He really had to rely on his volume and
the pass catching.
And the pass catching. Yeah. And like Dak Prescott, he's not just focusing on the running backs, he's throwing it to everybody.
But from what I saw last night, dude, I do want to say that I think Ezekiel Elliott will fill in the role of Ramondre Stevenson quite well. I think that this position on the New England Patriots are worth like 20 fantasy points a week almost. It happened 2 weeks in a row for Ramondre. Now it's happened to Ezekiel Elliott, dude. I think that he is going to be on some teams winning championships, maybe. But if you have him, you probably got screwed anyways. But I mean, if you have him, you got him off of waivers or some shit. So yeah, I think he's going to win some people some championships, maybe.
Quite possibly.
Jason, Justin Jefferson is coming back.
Here we go.
Against Las Vegas, it's been announced. I traded for him. I had to get Jonathan Taylor in the process. I thought Jonathan Taylor was going to be back earlier, but he's not. I'm already starting to slur my words. I'm on my 6th beer. God damn it. I drank too much tonight. But Jason, what do you think about Justin Jefferson? Are you starting him? I am. Las Vegas, that's a great matchup. How do you feel about him?
Start him. Start him right now. Put him in the starting
lineup. Just look at Jamar Chase is what I want to say.
Just look at Jamar Chase. That's all I want to say.
And I work with a lady who is a Browns fan, and one of the first things she asked me was, what do you think about Dobbs? How do you think Dobbs will do? Do you think he's going to play? And I'm like, I bet you he does just fine out off the bye with Justin Jefferson back. He's going to hyper-target Justin Jefferson, and he will be good. So I expect Dobbs to be a top 12 quarterback this week.
Yeah, they said Dobbs as a starter, right?
I'm pretty sure, and that's what I would do too, man. Like,
I think they did.
Better than anything they have.
Well, all we gotta do is hope that he does target Justin Jefferson as much as he's been targeting TJ Hawkinson. You know,
and I am still happy about that trade. I would still trade if I could Devontae Adams for Justin Jefferson. Jason, Taysom Hill has not practiced all week. That fool was killing it. I was watching that goddamn game. I was a Kamara owner. So Alvin Kamara owners rejoice. You might get some extra goal line carries this week versus Carolina. But Jason, Taysom Hill, dude, people have been riding Taysom Hill for like 5 weeks.
Yeah, maybe now we can actually feel comfortable starting Juwan Johnson.
I think Juwan Johnson is a fine play. Jason?
He's a fine play and a scholar. And if he's a little bit taller, it would be an honor.
So yeah, dude. So Taysom Hill not playing. Jameis Winston. God damn it, Winston. Jameis
Winston.
Jameis Winston. One of my favorite fucking quarterbacks of all time. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about him. I mean, like, Jason, look at me, dude. Watch, ready? Oh. That's deep throating some W's right there, dog.
Oh my god, dude. How do we blur that out, man?
How do we blur that out? Hey,
we're starting to go to NR here. NR rating.
I didn't even fucking put that down my throat. It's not wet at all. Don't worry. But James Winston, dude.
You dried
that motherfucker tucks it. So let's go.
Chock 'em football.
And Jason, this leads me to my next thing, though. Olave is sick. Did you hear that? He's got the flu.
Oh, that kind of sick. I was like, yeah, bro, he's sick, bro.
He's sick, dude. He's been deep throating W's over there with Winston.
Oh my god. Jameis Winston just passing everything that he has, man.
What the fuck is going on?
Not just
STDs over here.
Yeah, he's passing footballs, STDs. He's
Sports transmissions diseases.
yeah. He'll play, right? He's got to play. He's got to play. You know, herpes are in 90% of humans, right?
Yeah, you know, if somebody like my wife is like, "Hey, you want a kiss?" and she's got something going on right here, I'm like, ah, ha, ha, ha.
Sorry, I need to brush my teeth.
What'd you say? I'm tired. Fucking gone. All right, that never happens though, right? Right. All right. And then she's like, "Everybody's born with herpes." I'm like, not me, Bia. What did you say? I said, "Not me." That's a Key and Peele skit. Go check it out. All right, guys. Next up, Dalton Schultz. Jason not expected to play. Dalton Schultz. I was like, dude, I was about to make him my start of the week because of Tank Dell gone, and I was like, ooh, I don't know, man. No Brown's still injured. Maybe Dalton Schultz coming off injury. Yeah, that's a real fucking smart, Tyler. But still, Dalton Schultz was carrying some teams for a minute, dude. You know, tight end wasteland my ass this year, but Dalton Schultz is going to continue this on.
Yeah. I know, like, in Best Ball or DraftKings or whatever all that thing is, the backup tight end for the Texans was going pretty cheap. I don't know how he did last week, though. I don't know if he did okay or whatnot, but I know a lot of people were... Is it Brevin Jordan?
Brevin Jordan!
Yeah, let me see how he did last week against the Broncos, home against the Broncos. Because I know a lot of people were picking that dude up.
I want to say he was like a top 5 tight end for me or something like that.
Really? For you?
Yeah, Jason, I've got ranks now, so you know.
I thought you meant like you had him on your team.
No, I've got rankings, Jason, because I've got a Sunday in the morning show and I have to have rankings.
I know you're so good at your job.
I'm so good, dude. I'm so good. Jason's better than me though, so
no,
please subscribe to this fucking show.
Stop! Don't be doing that crap, dude. You're letting them split us apart. He got 7 points. He got 7.5 points. That's not bad.
You're letting them split us apart. Ah! You know, I would totally watch the show with just Jason. Oh, all right, dude. Jason, yeah. Tyler Higbee. Speaking of tight end wasteland, Tyler Higbee is doubtful. I traded away Puka Nakua because I had to, because fucking Jonathan Taylor took a shit in his pants and was like, I gotta stay out 2 weeks longer. But Jason, Puka Nakua, I know he's kind of coming off an injury or whatever, just off the injury report. This is a tough matchup, but Puka Nakua should get a bump right now with no Higbee.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Right when Higbee started to actually do something in the season, like he goes out. So Puka Nakua, Cooper Kupp does not like anime. That's what I did find out this past week. Things you learn.
Well, he's like our age, isn't he?
So what's that have to
I like
do?
anime.
Look at this. I got Dragon Ball Z right here, man. That's Goku and... Is that Frieza? I think Frieza,
this week
yeah.
On Dragon Ball Z. Last week on Dragon Ball Z. All right, guys. You know who we like because they like anime? Fucking Jamal Williams. Go pick up Jamal Williams with Taysom Hill being out. You might want to flex him out in a 18-man league. Jason, let's see. What else do I have? Breece Hall is questionable with an ankle injury. Did you know that?
No. Oh, my gosh.
So I wanted to trade for Breece Hall like, I don't know, dude, like a month and a half ago. And I was like, dude, this is the only guy in this team. You got to fucking ride him, man. Like that's how they're winning. And look what happened, dude. If you traded for Breece Hall, you got fucked. If you traded away Breece Hall, good for you, man. So he's been terrible. There's nobody in the backfield for the Jets you want to start until next season, Jason.
I mean, everyone was very impressed with or or they were excited that Dalvin Cook was coming over, and it's just
I drafted Dalvin Cook because I thought Brees Hall's knees were fucked.
Yeah, I mean, me too. But go him, go Hall.
Go Hall. All right, Jason.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet are both questionable heading into this matchup. DJ Dallas might get a major play. Would you start DJ Dallas if he was the only person there?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, dude. I was like, I was looking at some of these guys' rankings that I like, and I was like, dude, DJ Dallas is way too high, man. I don't fucking think so. So even if he does play, don't pick him up and stream him. Please don't.
I think they're probably going off of like receptions, maybe, because
yeah, if you want like 6 points in your PPR league, go for him.
yeah, 22 man league, 22 man league deep,
22 man league. All right, Jason, this is the last thing that I have for today. Trevor Lawrence is a game time decision. We talked about that, but just to wrap it up, I do want to say like Trevor Lawrence, if he plays and you own him, I would start him no matter what.
Yeah, they've been kind of on fire lately.
And that's why it's almost a replicate of last season. How they just so he threw that interception at the end of fucking some game and then turned it on. I think it was against the Cowboys. I can't remember who it was.
No, that's the game that he was like, it's time to get real, time to win some games, and destroyed the Cowboys. Well, not really destroyed. I think they went in overtime. But yeah, it was the game before that. But the Cowboys was the tipping point. It's when he started blowing up. I wish I could remember the game that he threw that INT in. But yeah,
I can't remember.
Maybe I can't remember either. But yeah,
I remember him talking about it in interviews. Like, I threw that interception. And I went back and I was thinking, I'm not going to do that to my team again. It's like, motherfucker, why don't you have that thought to begin with?
Right. If we could just get Trevor Lawrence to play like this in the beginning of the season. It's like draft Trevor Lawrence and then just bench him until the end of the year.
You could have drafted Trevor Lawrence and like Kirk Cousins have been pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is a future episode. Check it out, guys. The hard mistakes that were learned this season. One of them might be you can wait on a quarterback, so we'll see that. One of them might be you can wait on a tight end as well. We'll see about that. One of them might be do not draft a fucking second wide receiver in the goddamn second or third round like I was telling you in the fucking preseason. Come out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jason. Let's go over our starts, our Thursday night player pause.
Okay.
I want to know what you got right, what you got wrong first, and then we'll go over the game.
All right. I guess 2 for 4 because 2 of the wide receivers did not play.
What'd you get right?
Zeke Elliott and Hunter Henry.
Oh, you said to start Hunter Henry.
It was my gamble of the week.
Dude, Hunter Henry started off the year so well, and he's like, yeah, Mac Jones rookie season, he fucking was amazing, and it was like, all right, dude, let's roll Hunter Henry out here. He was injured. He seems to be back in business. It was his birthday. Did you know that, Jason?
Not until he said it on his second touchdown.
Did he really say that?
Well, I think his
it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
No, I think his teammate was like, and it's his birthday, and he's all,
it's his birthday. I would do that. I would do that too. I'd be like, it's his motherfucking birthday.
They're all freaking out. Everyone cheer for him right now. It's his birthday. Especially on his second touchdown. No, you're blurry at AF.
All right, his second touchdown. What?
I don't know. They said on his second touchdown. I can't remember. What
both red zone targets, Jason. Both within the 5-yard line or some shit like that.
No, one was like the 5, and the other one was like the 15.
So there you go.
It was it was like it was a design play for him because it was a fake screen pass, and then a little pump fake, and then he just took off. He acted like he was going block, but he didn't. He just took off, and it was a good throw. It's a game of inches, because the defender, the safety, I think it was like The ball hit his nail. It was like his fingernail, but kept going on. Like if he was just there a second sooner, he would have deflected that. But
Jason, he was 4th on the team in targets.
yeah, and I think that just has to go with like how the second half of the game played out.
It's like they got up big and then just didn't give a fuck. So, like, if
Yeah.
you get up big with Bill Belichick, guess what? You're not gonna be airing out the ball anymore.
Well, I also think it's the Steelers' defense, stepped up a little bit. They played a lot better in the second half than they did the first half, but it was like roles reversed. The magic of Zappe was gone, and the Steelers' defense played a little bit better because they couldn't move the ball. But the Steelers had a crappy offense, and they could not score 21 points in a half, so it did not matter.
Yeah, dude. So, okay. What else did you have that was right, Jason?
Ezekiel Elliott, I said to start him, and he had 22 carries, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. He only averaged 3.1 yards per carry, but he also had 7 receptions, 72 yards on 8 targets. The receptions and targets led the team. He saw 8+ men in the box 55% of the time, Tyler. 55% of the time he saw 8 men in the box. And he ended up with a -12 rushing yards over expected and a -0.61 rushing yards over expected per attempt.
No shit.
It was tough clawing out those yards on the ground, but if you can't win on the ground, you need to learn how to fly. Because he had a season high in receptions and receiving yards. This was like, being a backup all year, this was a very fresh Ezekiel Elliott in a week 14. There was still like nothing explosive on the run game, but it was like a good old fashioned ground and pound from him. He still showed he could do a lot of damage in the passing game. But
he looked good to me, man. Like he really did.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He looked fresh because he hasn't been taking hits. He's been kind of riding the bench. But here's the stat of the game.
Dives. Jason, do you see like he would do those dives and just get 3 yards? Like
yeah,
you wouldn't think he had anything, and he's like, "Fuck it, dude! I'm just gonna get 2 yards and like dive forward right there."
That's what he was all about. But this is the stat of the game right here: is that he had 22 rushing attempts. Tyler, can you tell me what running back had the second most rushing attempts for the New England Patriots?
He had 100%. This is like Devin Singletary shit right here, dude. This is like 100% of the fucking running back shares.
He had no one. Elliott ate it all. And it's important to note this because like we did have a comment stating the Steelers were going to stack the box and have the backups try to beat him. And he was correct, right? It is correct. That was likely going to happen because like I said earlier, 55% of his carries were a stacked box. But the thing is, Tyler, is like his volume was just like so much. 22 rushes, 17 receptions. That's a total of 29 opportunities, and no other running back took away his carries. It's like, how do you not start this guy, at least in your flex, on a weekly play, But even though next week they play against the Chiefs, to allow 18 points to running backs. Yeah.
Did you know that in the Marvel universe, the Romanoff twins?
Mm-hmm.
They actually were banging in the Godzilla universe. Did you know that?
Yeah.
All right, just make sure. I just watched Godzilla with Bryan Cranston. They were like, "Who can we afford? We can get Bryan Cranston for like 5 minutes. Fuck it, let's just get Bryan Cranston for 5 minutes."
Yeah, so crazy when they killed him off that bridge. I was watching. I was like, "Oh, okay." So
like we're gonna have Kick-Ass and his wife carry the movie for the next fucking 2.5 hours.
Right. Yeah. We're still going to need Brian to go on these tours and like promote the show or promote the movie, even though he's only in it for 10 minutes.
We can afford a promotion and 20 minutes of movie time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. But Jason, I think everything you said was like fucking spot on there, right there. Ezekiel Elliott getting 100% of the snaps. I looked at the stats and I didn't even realize that, dude. So that is huge. I don't even know who their fucking running back is after this, dude. Like, who is their running back after? I have no idea.
Ty Montgomery.
Thank you, Jason. He did get 2 targets. He was like the wide receiver for the fucking Packers at one point?
He was like a wide receiver and a running back, but it's important to note that his receptions, he didn't get him out of the backfield. He got him as a receiver.
All right.
So I think like Ezekiel Elliott he was back there for every single play. Every single play.
Yeah. What'd you get wrong, Jason?
Zappy. I got Zappy
Well,
wrong.
that's like my fucking defense. I'm like, oh my God. Bailey
Yeah.
Zappi's the first goddamn Patriot to throw 3 touchdowns in the first half since Tom Brady in 2000, whatever.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this is more of like a Belichick gaming. Like the plays that he was calling, I think they were just like perfect for what the defense was getting him. I mean, he only threw the ball for 28 times. He had 19 completions for 240 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 67 completion percentage. His completion percentage was 4.8 above expectation. In the first half, he was killing it. And like you said, I thought it was Tom Brady out there because Tom Brady was the last person to throw for 3 touchdowns in one half. But the thing is, Tyler, they didn't score any points in the second half. They didn't score any points in the third or fourth quarter. It's like the magic wore off and the Steelers started to play better defense. And I believe it's only the second time this season that the Patriots has scored over 20 points. And I do think this is just more of a the Steelers, they do play better defense. They do play better at home. But I think it's a matchup thing. Like I said, they play the Chiefs next week, and I don't see him putting up 20 points against the Chiefs, even though they're home.
Talking
Tell
about
me
Mr. Trubisky?
No. I'm talking about Zappe.
Oh, Zappy. Fuck Zappy, dude. This is an outlier of a game. I want to be like, dude, that guy was like, oh, this was rough night last night. He subscribed after I gave him advice. I was like, I've got like the Steelers defense ranked like second this week or something like that. I was like, dude, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome, man. Watch this. And yeah, I am so sorry, dude. Sandusky. No, not Sandusky. That's a terrible name.
Oh my gosh.
Something
Yeah.
else.
Wrong sport.
Skakinski, some kind of Polish name. I apologize to you because I fucked up, dude.
Well,
But
I mean,
at the same time, I mean, who the he kind of gave me a out, like, who the fuck would have thought this? I'm like, yeah, man, who the fuck would have thought this?
right.
So I do apologize if I told you to start the Pittsburgh defense. They were defense number 4 in the year. Yeah, they have been doing shitty as of late, but man, this was a prime matchup for them. This is a total outlier for Zappy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Tyler, we had a backup quarterback, a backup running back, number 1 wide receiver gone, the number 2 wide receiver gone. Yeah, Juju Smith and Hunter Henry were the only starters in that game. Why wouldn't you want to start? And they're on the road in Pittsburgh. So why wouldn't you want to start that defense?
Thank you, Jason. You made me feel so good. All right.
I think it's just the Belichick he just outcoached Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is 2-10 against Belichick in his career, so I think Belichick just has his number,
Well, Jason, I do want to talk about Juju real fast.
Oh God!
We talked about Ezekiel Elliott and Hunter Henry, but other than that, dude, it was all Juju Smith-Schuster. How do you feel about Juju going forward? I still would not pick him up.
No, absolutely not. Like when I was doing my player pause, I actually forgot to do Juju because I forgot he was even on the team. I had to like just come up with some like crazy stats and be like, dude, this guy has just been invisible all year. But the thing is, it's like the number 1 option and the number 2 option and the running back were both gone. Like they had to throw to somebody, and Juju Smith was just the beneficiary of that. And he only had like 1.7 yards of separation, which is horrible. That's actually less than what Devontae Parker earned last week. But the thing is, he did have some like nice contested catches. But as soon as somebody steps up, like a Demario Douglas or Devontae Parker, as soon as they get back in the game, like I feel like Juju Smith is just going to go back to being irrelevant. He did also have a nice yards after catch on a 37-yard pass, but he had 3 catches in the first half and only 1 in the second half.
God damn, Jason.
Huh.
I was right on 5 of 7, and I still feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is, apparently.
You messed up, man.
You fucked up big. All right. All right, Jason, let's go over the Steelers. What I got wrong, so I said to pause on Mitch Trubisky. He did well. He got a rushing touchdown. If it wasn't for the rushing touchdown, I'd be like, oh my God, whatever. But he got that rushing touchdown. I did not see what he got, but I'm sure he got like 18 points or some shit.
Yeah. The rushing touchdown helped.
I mean, but if you watch that game, do you feel good about Mitchell fucking Trubisky? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to go in and be like, I got to start him next week. I think it was just how it was scripted. Like this, they couldn't run the game and they were down 21-0. Like you got to start just going with the pass. His own fan base were booing him and trying
I
to
was like,
give.
do you know who I am, Jason?
Oh, no, were you the fans? The
Yeah,
fans
with a
of
fucking Rudolph, goddamn deer
Rudolph.
with a deer and a red nose. We're like, wait, bring in Rudolph. I was showing him like, man, Mason Rudolph is a piece of shit. Don't bring him in here. All right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I was wrong about Trubisky. Do I feel any different about him moving forward? No, dude. Do not start Trubisky moving forward. And then Jason, Najee Harris. I said to pause on Najee because this fucking defense, man, like, this is a good. I mean, people talk about Belichick being a shitty coach. Guess what, dude? He's got so many fucking injuries on defense, and he is still killing the run. His defense is still good. So I know that the Pittsburgh Steelers went off a little bit. At the same time, though, man, like, I mean, a little bit, but still, I think the Patriots defense is at a great place. It's just their offense, Jason.
Yeah. And I went up against Najee Harris in our league in a half-point PPR. He only got 4.5.
Oh, dude, I said to stop. I do not start him. They're both like what 20 running back 26, running back 27. You do not want to start borderline running back twos, against this defense, and it was perfect. So I was glad about that. I said to pause Jalen Warren, same thing, Jason. How do you feel about who do you think is a more valuable running back right now? Now Najee or Jalen? I actually feel that Najee right now, doing all the research over the last 2 weeks, has been the more valuable running back.
Yeah, I think with the exit of Matt Canada, I think this is a Najee Harris team now.
All right, so let me keep on going forward. I said to play Deontay Johnson. I was like, hey, man, in the games that Mitch Trubisky started last year, Deontay Johnson averaged what? Like, oh my God, I'm so drunk. Over 15 fantasy points per game in full PPR. So, yeah, dude, he is the man as long as Trubisky is back there. If they do put in, who is Rudolph?
Yeah.
Then you need to start James Washington.
James, does he even play anymore?
No, he got traded to like I want to say the Cowboys, Jason.
He did, and then he like broke his arm or leg.
I was waiting for you to react more, and you didn't say shit.
Well, because I was like James Washington. I was trying to get it.
Well, my point is there's no other wide receiver, so fucking there you go.
Yeah, maybe focus more on the run game. Yeah, dude, it's scary with Trubisky because what's his name? Deontay Johnson was tied for first with the tight end with targets, but it's like, oh my God, dude, he only had 3 freaking receptions, so he went 3 for 7, and it's like, it's not that he's trying to get him the ball. The last play of the game where he threw it deep, it would have been nice if Deontay Johnson had it. I have Deontay Johnson on my team, so it's frustrating to see how these passes go to him and only have 3 catches, and it's just like, this is
I think his only catch was his only catch in the first half, or maybe like first 3 quarters was like that touchdown.
Yeah, you got a couple in like garbage time, but I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you get the points. It's all that matters. But it's just like, dude, come on. So you got George Pickens, who's probably the better wide receiver on like contested catches, but you got Deontay Johnson, who's the better route runner on the team. Like this is the guy that's like you're going down the field with half the time, and it's like you gotta connect with him, man. Like 7 targets out of 3 receptions out of 2 targets. That's not good. Luckily, he got a touchdown though. Help me out.
I took off my beanie, Jason. Good luck with that. Oh my God, my ears feel so good. It's so cold in this garage, Jason.
Yeah.
I put you on the video, and then I'm so drunk. I've drank 6 beers so far. Don't worry about me. What was I gonna say, dude? Okay, moving forward.
Maybe George Pickens.
George Pickens and Deontay Johnson showing terrible body language the last couple of weeks, Jason. So like Matt Canada and all this shit, dude. This problem runs deep, and I would not want to own any pass catcher from the fucking Steelers, really.
I mean, yeah, who wants? You have Trubisky throwing you the ball. It's not great. You know, he was released from the what they call it? The Bears for a reason. Then he ended up being a backup quarterback to Kenny Pickett, you know, who's not one of the better quarterbacks in the league. You got really two talented wide receivers who cannot get involved in the game. So yeah, George Pickens actually had a higher percentage of separation than Deontay Johnson. He had a 2.8. So I'm actually surprised he wasn't able to do better, do well,
I almost just closed us, Jason. Oh my god, that was so close.
more better.
More better. All right, dude. Let's get into it. I said to Jalen Warren. I said all that. Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth. I said to pause on Pat Freiermuth. I was right on that. Pat Freiermuth, Jason, with Trubisky fucking sucks. I do want to say that. I was a Pat Freiermuth owner, and then fucking Kenny Pickens finally came in. I think it was last year. And it was like 8 for 80 something yards, and he got like 6 of those receptions with Pickett. So I do want to say that Pat Freiermuth is probably not going to do well the rest of the season.
Yeah, if anything, he got me close to 7 points, but it's because he had that like 2-point conversion catch that he had. No one's going to do well with Trubisky back there, dude.
And then Jason, I do want to say I fucked up big time. I apologize to our new subscriber. I told you, I was like, yeah, dude, I got this play. I told you to start Steelers defense over Houston defense. I bet you Houston defense gets more points than the goddamn Steelers defense. And I do apologize.
Yeah, I think, it's definitely to go with this. I mean, pre-Thursday night game, it would have been better to go with the Steelers just because of the matchup. Nothing but injured offensive players, backups, but Belichick had a game plan, and Zappy played one hell of a first half. One hell of a first half.
Ha, you fucker. All right.
Also, TJ Watt got injured, and I don't know if he even got sacked that game. I was expecting him to kind of do what Khalil Mack did last week and get like maybe 2 or 3 sacks. So that was kind of surprising.
Mack, I want to say that people aren't talking about him, but he's been a wrecking ball this season.
Yeah, he leads the league in sacks.
I do not know that, but people do not talk about this shit. I know we got 5 sacks in one game against who the fuck knows. I want to say I started the Chargers defense that week. I did. And I think it was against Las Vegas.
Good for him. He's a wrecking ball.
Well, do you know who he used to play for, Jason?
You mean
Las Vegas?
And who before that?
He got drafted by the goddamn Raiders, Jason.
Did he?
Yeah. Right?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He was a Raider, and then he got traded away to the Bears, and then...
No. Was it?
No?
Wait. Who drafted Khalil? Because I thought he was drafted by the Bears, and then he went to the Raiders. Was he to the Raiders, to the Bears, then Chargers?
Yeah, he went from the Raiders to the Bears, dog.
Okay, well, you're talking about being drafted. I'm just talking about another team that he played for.
Jason, I know so much more about football than you.
I know. I'm just going to leave this chat.
Oh, shit.
Incognito.
This is what happens when you know people. You could be like, hey, dude, fuck you. And then they're like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just go and vent to my wife after this. Tyler was being mean again.
Theme,
yeah.
I can be friends with Tyler.
To the 125 people that watch this, like, everyone's going to know. He bullies me.
I was going to say, to the fucking 60 people that watch this show, this episode in particular, here you go.
Yeah, this Saturday episode.
Yeah, you guys should watch this shit. This shit is hilarious. I mean,
I think so. All the time.
All right, Jason. Is that it for TNF? Am I tripping balls or what?
I mean, if you're gonna keep talking about like the kicker.
No, I do not want to talk about the kicker.
Well, how do you do?
I don't remember. I thought I did. From what I remember, He did okay, so I put an okay next to him. Oh wait, kick returns, punt returns, kicking. Oh fuck, he did bad, didn't he?
Did
Yeah,
you
he did
say?
bad.
Did you say to play him?
I said to no, I said to sit him. Oh,
Oh,
Shaw was right. Ooh,
yeah, you're
boy.
good. You're good. You're good. Tyler, would you do
Hey,
the? What would you've done the over and under on this game
I would have
before?
went the under, which is crazy, and it was over.
Oh yeah, basically just in the first half. But
I
yeah,
know. When I saw those 3 times, I was like, oh my god, dude, this game is fucking nuts. I
yeah,
mean, exactly, dude. Did you see like the first 2 passes he threw?
yeah. Juju Smith was one of them where he like
It was so bad.
he had a good contest. He caught it. It was a good contested catch.
Yeah, but like it was like 2 or 3 like lobs, dude. Like I'm fucking telling you, like I didn't know if they were tipped or what. I was like, is this Mac Jones? Because man, these like I know I'm white, but I'm like these white dudes with like no beard and they're like blue eyes. They all look the fucking same to me. He looked just like Mac Jones, and I was like, is that Mac Jones fucking that up again? No, and it was Bailey Zappi. He like he tried to step in the pocket and like short arm it. It was terrible, dude. Like terrible.
Well, I was watching the game, and it took me till the second quarter to realize Devontae Parker wasn't even playing.
He wasn't playing.
He was out. He was out for. He didn't even start the game. But I was like, dude, why is Juju getting all this stuff, man?
I was wondering why Juju did so well, and I was like, Devontae Parker should have been the guy, man. Like he's been getting all the targets. But I was like, I'm not about to fucking look into Devontae Parker in my waiver show or anything. I cannot put Devontae Parker as as a person that you should start.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I'm. Juju Smith only got. I mean, he got you flex numbers if you start him because he's the number one wide receiver when Douglas or Parker didn't play. But I was like, where is Parker? Where's Parker? And he didn't even play. He was hurt.
All right, Jason. Who is your start of the week?
Russell Wilson. No, I'm just kidding. It is.
Oh, dude, Russell Wilson has a great matchup this week, by the way.
Stop it, dude. He's already failed me for the last time. Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore is. Dang it, dude. My notes are all over the place. Okay. Elijah Moore is projected 6.9 points. He's also ranked 50th for wide receivers in week 14. Jacksonville has slightly below average at limiting yards per reception and explosive play rate while in zone coverage. Jacksonville plays zone coverage 82% of the time. Tyler, that is 5th in the league. Elijah Moore could be a top target for the Browns this week as Amari Cooper deals with a concussion. Normally, when you have a concussion, you're out for a week. If Joe Flacco is named the starter and Amari Cooper is out, Elijah can create enough space and earn enough targets to outproduce his projected points. Remember, it's only 6 points. 7 points. He's projected only 7 points. The positive for Moore would be that his potential for targets, seen an 18% target rate against zone. He's coming off a season high of 12 targets last week. That is a 28% target rate overall in his first game with Joe Flacco. And don't forget, Flacco and Moore played together for the New York Jets just last season. With Flacco playing, Moore had his highest depth of target and air yards of the season last week. In fact, Moore had the most air yards out of all week 13. And the Jaguars allow 38 points to wide receivers. So when I'm seeing this, he's only projected 7 points. He's the only one that has chemistry with Joe Flacco. Amari Cooper is likely going to be out. You know what? Let's go for Dominant People-Jones. Oh, no, he's not even there no more.
I was going to say, dude, I would be all about Peoples-Jones if fucking Elijah Moore wasn't there.
I believe that this is going to be an easy one, and he will get you more than 7 points. He will get you double digits. He had 12 targets last week.
Jason, I told you, he was. I made a list. I'll go over that list of who the people I thought had good matchups and who I think deserved to be stars of the week. Elijah Moore was on that fucking list. And then Jason sent me what his people were. And I did not do Elijah Moore. So I think that Elijah Moore is a hell of a start, Jason. And I brought this up last week. People forgot that fucking Joe Flacco played with this dude. So it's like familiarity. This guy's coming off the fucking streets. Who do you think he's going to look at? It's like, if I came off the streets and went to a luncheon, I'd probably go hang out with Jason because I fucking know him.
Yeah, hey man, I've known you for 20 years. Come hang out.
But hey, dude, you smell like shit. But I'll hang out with you anyways.
Oh, if you didn't tell me you smell. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'll be like, oh man, you know what? I got something at home. I gotta go feed my dog.
I smell too, but it's because I exercise my mind.
I exercise my mind. Mental sweat.
Exercise your mind. My wife is like, "Oh my god, why do you smell so bad?" I'm like, "Because I exercise my mind." I'm like, "All right, don't worry. Let me brush my teeth. I'll be right back." All right, guy.
This is real life, dude. This is
fucking
real life.
Deep, dog. If you're this deep in the episode, then you understand, dude. Okay, Jason. So Elijah Moore, I think, is great. Let's get into. I'll do my. Who do you think I should do? My secret or my secret stars of the week or my normal?
Do your normal.
All right, here we go. Chuba fucking Hubbard, dog.
Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. He had a good game last week. He was on our smash list.
Chuba. All right.
How about?
You ever watch that movie? It's like Indian in the cupboard. Well, motherfucker, this guy's in the cupboard. And he's gonna bust out. He's gonna bust out right in your face. He's gonna bust out wherever he wants.
He's busting out like a dump truck all over this place.
Jason, he had 25 rushes for 104 yards and fucking 2 touchdowns, Jason. Last week versus the front 7 of the Buccaneers is no joke. He outsnapped Miles. We call him Inches around here, around this garage, Jason.
Inches.
Like, hey, Inches Sanders.
Yeah.
My dogs just look at me. I'm like, well, okay. He outsnapped Miles Inches Sanders 47-23, which is his second highest snap share this year. And that is with a fully healthy Inches Sanders. Before Inches Sanders was kind of injured. The Saints are giving up the 4th most points a game, Jason. 28 points per game over the last 3 games. This Saints defense has been shit. The Saints giving up the most yards, 165 yards per game to running backs over the last 3 games. Isn't that crazy? 165 yards per fucking game, Jason, to running backs.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
And here we go. Chuba Hubbard has 196 yards and 3 touchdowns over his last 2 weeks. He almost has 100 yards a game, and 1.3 touchdown, some shit, 1.5 touchdowns per game. So there you go. Over the last 2 weeks, the Panthers defense have held opponents to under 300 yards in 4 of the last 6 weeks. I think this has gone unnoticed because I was trying to start people. I was like earlier in the year, I was like, oh yeah, you should start people against Carolina. Then I noticed, no, dude. All these games against Carolina are super low scoring, man. So they've only given up 300 plus total yards. What in I just put this in 3 of the last Panther 4 games. Oh no. 100 in 4 of the last 6 games, dude. And then also 3 of the last 4 Panther games have been decided by 7 points or fewer. So you can count on Chuba being in this game, dude. Fucking being in this game. It's not going to be a blowout or anything like that will take him out. And then, Jason, the Saints have the 2nd fewest. Oh, there's an airplane going over my house.
I think I hear it.
Good luck. You can hear it, man. So,
good luck.
Hey, government. Fuck you, TSA. All right, guys. The Saints have given up the fewest sacks in the 2nd fewest sacks in the league. So Bryce Young should be able to throw it to Chuba, should be able to do all this shit, man. Have time to do whatever the fucking he wants. This offense should run like they should want to run. I am expecting Chuba Hubbard to be a low-end running back 1 for this week, Jason.
And that's very possible. And even though his yards per carry isn't great, the dude is still running the ball over 20 times a game. Last week was, I think, his only, maybe there was another game, but he didn't have a reception last week. But that's not going to continue this week. So there's a chance that he will have another 20 rush game and also add some receptions to it. This guy could possibly have 25 touches, 25 opportunities in his upcoming game. Division rival against the New Orleans Saints.
I almost just fell down into the wall, Jason. All right.
Good thing there's a wall.
Zay Flowers, Jason. Do you want to talk about Zay Flowers real fast?
Oh, very good. Very good.
The Rams play zone coverage at the 6th highest rate in the NFL. The Rams, they have like a 53 coverage grade in zone. That is like the fucking 3rd worst in the NFL. That's terrible. Zay Jones leads Baltimore, leading 0.36 fantasy points per route run against zone coverage.
Zay Flowers.
Who did I say?
Zay Jones.
Oh my God. Dude, how many fucking Zays do I have to say in a goddamn day? You know what? I'm going to name my kid Zay, and then we'll just fucking talk Zay all day.
That would be easy. Yeah.
But Flowers, though, leads the team in receiving grade versus zone. So this is the Baltimore Ravens' best zone wide receiver, and they're going to get somebody that plays zone like top 5 in the NFL, and they're shitty at it. So look for Zay Jones to have a great game, Jason.
Who just got targeted 12 times against that Rams zone last week?
Who was that?
Elijah Moore. Can you see a similar comparison between Elijah Moore and Zay Flowers?
They tiny and slot, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just imagine Zay Flowers getting those 12 targets, but actually having like 10 targets on the game, or 10 receptions on the game.
Yeah, that's true. So you agree with that then?
Yeah.
All right, Jason, next up, we got Jordan Love. I don't know if he's really a secret anymore, but it is what it is. Since the Packers offensive line, dude, have earned a 75% or 75.0 pass blocking grade. That's the 4th best mark for this season, dude. So their offensive line is always good. Fucking what's his name? Aaron Rodgers is like, God damn it, I woke up in a bad dream. Take me back to Green Bay. So Green Bay's offensive line, dude, has also allowed just a 26% pressure rate season. That's the 12th best. That's better than average. The Giants' defensive line has generated a 33% pressure rate this season, which ranks 21st. That's below average.
That's pretty bad.
So here we go, dude. I mean, there's all these stats I could read off to you, dude, but Kenneth Love. Jordan Love, though, Jason, 89.2 passing grade in the clean pocket. That's 7th best. And here we go with a team that's probably not going to get to him. So we're looking at a top 7-ish quarterback this week.
Is Christian Watson playing?
No. And that's what sucks. That was the one thing that kind of drove me crazy about this.
It drove you crazy.
I was like, I do not want to make Jordan Love because I was like, you know what? I talked so much shit about Jordan Love. I should make it my start of the week. And then Christian Watson was injured. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Love has been playing a little bit better these past couple of weeks. The clean pocket would definitely help. You give any quarterback enough time to throw, their wide receiver is going to eventually outrun, the cornerbacks. Yeah, that's a horrible defense. Are they in New York or are they in Green Bay?
I think they're in New York.
Yeah, that might be a game where points will need to be scored because Tyrod Taylor's going to be back, right? Is Darren Waller going to be back too?
Dude, I have not looked that deep into the New York team this week, but
okay.
If they fucking come back, that will be a huge deal, dude. Like, I was telling you to trade for goddamn what's his name, Waller, because of his injury, and tight ends suck. And what's his name will come back, and the one game with Tyrod and Waller was insane. So you're right, dude, Jason. If they are both back, that will be a potentially higher scoring game than what is predicted.
Help. It work out.
And then Jason, here we go. I think he was one of your starts of the week not too long ago. I don't remember. Rashee Rice. I know he's on your fucking lineup at least. He's going up against Teron Johnson, who's pretty much the worst cornerback for the Buffalo Bills. Dude, Kansas City, Rashee Rice is kind of considered a slot receiver right now, Jason. And he's week 14, 48. Oh, this game has a 48.5 over and under. That is the second highest for the week. So we want a piece of this game. Dude, Kansas City has a 32% pass blocking matchup versus this offensive line that's 4th best for the week. And dude, Rashee Rice, dude, is currently pushing the tight end Travis Kelce for Kansas City's number 1 pass catching role. Both players earned 8 first read targets over the past 2 weeks. So over the over the past 2 weeks, Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice have been an equal part of the game plan for the Kansas City Chiefs, dude. So And then Rice is shredded opposing coverage against, averaging 2.7 yards per route run, 8 yards after the catch per reception. So it's lining up for Rashee Rice to have a breakup game this week. I don't know how you feel about that.
I feel like he's already had his breakout game.
I mean, continuing on his breakout season is what I should say.
That I could definitely see. He's slowly but surely taking the targets away from Kelsey. They're playing the Bills, you say?
No, they're playing the goddamn the Bills. Yeah, they are.
The Bills. They're playing the Buffalo Bills. You know there's going to be point score in this game, so I want a little bit of piece of it. So I am starting Rashee Rice. The good thing about Rashee Rice is I would say half of his receptions come at screen passes. They're just at the line of scrimmage, and then he goes. I would like to see his yards per carry and expectation with yards per carry because he gets. Oh yeah, yards per catch because of his screen passes that he gets. Yeah, he plays in the slot, but then he'll just get that catch, automatic point, and then he goes and runs some yards to get some additional catches. I can't remember last week, but 2 weeks ago he had 10 targets against the Raiders. This guy, we're at that point in the season now, Tyler, that rookie wide receivers are starting to develop and get more comfortable in the system, again, gain the trust of the quarterbacks, and this is it. I will be starting Rashee Rice this week.
Thank you, Jason. And you, in your 12-man league, you will be starting him.
I will.
I would. All right, and then also I've got two more names to throw out there because of great matchups. Isaiah Likely, people are forgetting about him. This matchup is great for him. And also Jackson Smith and Jigba against that cornerback he will be facing should be pretty damn good. He has been getting targeted ever since fucking Pete Carroll said to target him. So, Jason, those are the other two that I was looking at. I'm just
great.
looking at a list of all the people I'm looking at.
I have to start Isaiah Likely this week because Trey McBride's out.
Hey, dude, Isaiah Likely, I think, is going to be fucking likely to be a top 8 tight end in your league. So, everybody, awesome. That is the show. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, hopefully we earned a thumbs up. Hopefully we earned a subscription. Jason's doing his fucking thing, you know? Hey, we need that shit. We need it. Please help us. Let us take this show to the next level. Let us take over all these other assholes with backwards hats that are aging, and just terrible whatever. But I'm not talking shit. I'm just talking the truth. Jason, please send us out.
Let us know in the comments if you prefer the humor from this show over the humor or non-humor of these other shows that I watch. I seriously get bored. From here, you get good stats, good humor, friendship. We're a community. We're the zoners. We will prevail. Where did I go from there? Sunday, we got Tyler's live. Tyler's going to be live Sunday to answer all your questions for week 14. Be there. I'll talk to you in the episodes next week. Deuces.
This is Tyler, Big Turd Ward, and Jason, the lucky bastard Youthenwolt, and we appreciate you.